welcome back to Amaze TV. My name's Neen James and I am so glad that you've joined us. Today in our edition of Amaze TV, I want to ask you a question. Does it spark joy? Now, if you know that question, you know it comes from the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Now, this little book is written by Marie Kondo and I'm reading it right now and loving it. And I think it's more than a book about getting tidy and decluttering and getting organized. One of the things she talks about is discard first. In our choices on a daily basis to be amazing, meaning how do you have more impact and influence in the world? One of the questions she asked is, does it spark joy? I love that. But she talks about discarding first. And it made me think, where do we need to discard? Not just physical things. Maybe it's tasks. Maybe it's relationships. Maybe it's people. And so when I was thinking about that, I thought, where do we need to discard to be more amazing? Maybe you don't need to reply to every email that you have. Maybe you don't need to say yes to every invitation that you get invited to. Maybe it's about thinking about, you can't always discard people, that's not kind. But maybe you can eliminate some of the relationships or reduce the time you have with them. Now, there's a lightness that comes. If you've ever cleaned out your wardrobe and donated your clothing to a great cause, you know you feel lighter as a result because there's not as many things that overwhelm you. So I love this idea of discarding first, which kind of leads me to my second point about being more amazing, and that is being generous. I believe in generosity. One of the things I've loved about working through this process has been that on a weekly basis right now, Purple Heart are coming to my house to collect things that I am sharing with others. Now, you have a charity of choice, I'm sure, but maybe there's a way of you to not just discard, but be generous by giving it to people who need it. I subscribe to Success Magazine. I love it. I think Darren Hardy has done a great job on that magazine, and once I've read it, I then give it to someone else. I am part of the National Speakers Association, and we used to record things on CD, which I know sounds archaic now, but I had a collection of CDs, and so a brand new speaker and I were talking, and he was really interested in hearing old recordings, so I gave him one of the collections I have on my CDs. I wonder, when you are discarding, can you consciously and generously give to people who might benefit from books you've read but don't need anymore, clothing that you have worn but don't need anymore, career wardrobe, thread up. There are so many places you can give that to. Are there magazines you've read that other people would benefit from? Can you be generous? So discard first, but be generous second. The question that Marie asks constantly in the book is, does it spark joy? I wonder if you have activities in your life that aren't sparking joy right now. Can you discard them? Can you stop doing them? In my book, Folding Time, How Do You Achieve Twice as Much in Half the Amount of Time, I have a whole section on saying no, and maybe discarding is about saying no, but doing it in a way that is nice. I was thinking about what sparks joy in my own life. I love champagne. It's true. I love to watch a glass of champagne with the little bubbles. I love to share champagne with other people. I love to drink champagne. I probably shouldn't be saying that on here, but I do, and I think there's something special about celebrating with others. I love shoes. There is nothing cooler to me than slipping on a pair of stilettos. Stilettos make me feel like $1,000,000, and I love that shoes can change an outfit, and no matter what, shoes fit, and sometimes clothing doesn't. So I love shoes, I love champagne, and I love my goddaughters. My goddaughters, Maddie and Ava, spark joy because spending time with them is amazing to me, and seeing the world through their little eyes is phenomenal. What sparks joy for you? What are some things you need more of in your life? What are the things that impact and influence you? I would love you to write below, what sparks joy for you? What are some things you love to see and do and experience? If you really want to be more amazing on a daily basis, it's about choosing the things that you surround yourself with, the people that you surround yourself with, and the way you invest in your time. So today, I ask you, can you discard what's really not serving you? Can you be generous with the resources that you have been blessed with in your life? And can you truly look for more opportunities to spark joy? So, my challenge to you today is, ask yourself the question when you're going through your day, does it spark joy? If not, can you eliminate it? If it does, can you do more of it? So that's your edition of Amaze TV today. Now, there's a couple ways we can stay connected. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @NeenJames. You can come across and like us at Neen James Communications on Facebook. Or if you like to get some tips on a weekly basis on how you can be more amazing, you can subscribe to our e-zine at neenjames.com. So today, ask yourself the question, does it spark joy? And I ask you today to truly choose to be amazing.